We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out. The prophets started downfall of this sinful kingdom called America, also known as Babylon within the scriptures. And first and foremost, before we get started, we want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, and their proper true names in the Hebrew tongue. Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Quadash, Ma'amoth. All right, and we also want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Also to our elder as well, down here in the Lions Den of Yasser account, Harold 1. Salutations to all the Akim around the four corners of earth, prison, and truth sincerity. All right, today we have a lesson, Lord, witness edifying to the hopefully elect out there, and also the men, women, and children that believe in sincerity as well, man. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it.
Sirach 6-1, Babak Shah.
All right, this is Sirach, chapter 6, verse 1. It says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name. Shame.
That was just verse 1?
No, he ain't finished.
Okay, all right, sorry.
All right, it says, shame and reproach, even so shall a sinner that have a double tongue.
Right, so becoming a friend to what? A friend to the world or a friend to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Because we all know a friend to the world is enmity between Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and that individual. So to get in that friend zone or that umbrella of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, what does it take? The main thing it takes repenting, knowing who the Lord is, or knowing His name, and having the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to carry that name, because the names that we have on this earth are ill names. So the names that we fall upon are the names of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. But how do you stay within that close quarters of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, be under that favorable name, to get away from the ill name that we have, that we established on this earth, being into this world, being in the flesh before we came into the truth. All right? John 15:14, Babak Shah.
This John 15:14, ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Right, so we got to do what the Lord commands us to do in order to become that friend, right? All right, keep going.
Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Right, servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. So we no longer, we're in servitude, we're serving, we're ministering unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, to those holy names, right? But in addition to that, the ones that are brought close to Him, right? He has made His friends. All right, read that again.
This John, starting off at just John 15:14, ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Right.
But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
So it's a certain level of intellect or a certain level of wisdom you have to become friends of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's what we're going to get into. To be separated from the friends of this world. All right. Psalm 51:6 real quick.
Come on.
Go back.
This is Psalms chapter 51, verse 6. It says, behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts.
So what was that? What was that Yahweh Shai made known to the disciples, to the ones that He called friends? He made known to them the truth. Pause right there. Somebody get John 17:17. Let me go back to that.
John 17:17.
This
St. John chapter 17, verse 17. It says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is true.
So that's sanctification, meaning He's separating His friends from His enemies. So now we got an understanding of what it means to be a friend to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and what it takes. All right, and what is the purpose behind it. So we're gonna go back to where we started off beginning, Sirach chapter 6, verse 1 more time. All right. So now, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, because if you don't have what is required in you, right, which is the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you're gonna become an enemy to the Lord. All right, go ahead.
You got James 4?
Nope.
James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses,
Know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh.
And so we don't want to be a part of this world. We want to be separated. And how do we be separated? We separated through the truth, man. That's how we become separated from this world, because there's a sifting process that's going on. Because you know, to be a friend of Yahweh Shem Yahushai means to be beloved of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Like how Abraham was, like how King David was, like how Job was, like how Noah was. Those were friends of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, he declared them as friends, especially Abraham. All right, especially King David. All right, let's get back to Sirach.
All right, this is Sirach 61. It says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy. For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name.
So the ones that are friends to the world are going to inherit an ill name. All right, they're not going to inherit the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're going to inherit an ill name. Interjection, real quick. Go ahead. Zaquan.
Isaiah 41:8. But thou, Israel, art my servant. Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
Abraham is friend. The seed of Abraham is friend. But they're not all the Most High's children that are of the seed of Abraham. That's what Paul had to explain in the book of Romans. There's only the ones that carry on that thawad, that mark, all right, that exemption from judgment, that are going to be befriended by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, go back to that. Sirach, Baba Kashan.
All right, it says, shame and reproach.
Start out where you call out where you at.
Sirach 61. It says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy. For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame and reproach.
All right, so you inherit an ill name. But what kind of name do you want to inherit? All right, what name do you want to have written upon your forehead? Keep going. Let me get it real quick.
It says, even so shall a sinner that have a double tongue.
All right, a sinner that has a double tongue, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. If you're double-minded and have a double tongue, there's no way you can be friends to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you're going to inherit the ill name. Somebody get Revelation 14:1 real quick. This is the name that we need to carry around within us all the way to the end to get salvation and be befriended of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
This is Revelation 14:1, and it says, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000.
And all of them were his friends. Keep going. But that's a whole lot of friends, boy.
Having his father's name written in their forehead.
And that's that beautiful name, not an ill name, but the Father's name written in their foreheads. Meaning Yahweh's going to be stamped on their mind. That's that seal. That's that trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's that being that faithful defense, because a faithful friend is a defense of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, water. Back to that Sirach, go back to Sean.
Back to Sirach, chapter 6, verse 2. It says, extol not thyself in the counsel of thy own heart, that thy soul be not turned in pieces as a bull, straying alone.
Right. Don't be out here following your own mind. All right, snuffing out the wind, doing whatever, because a bull straying alone ain't gonna do nothing but destroy itself. All right, keep going. Interjection.
I got you a little bit. Sirach 6:16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
Right.
So you'll be able to find Yahushua.
Sure.
He's our medicine of life, our healing. And he's a faithful friend. But whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. That's what it's saying now.
Sure.
And not be led astray. Right? For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
Each one reach one, teach one. We're also being befriended of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We become brothers and friends together. The scripture says there's a friendship that exceeds a brother, something like that to that. We might be getting to it. I think it might be in Sirach chapter 6. You got some more?
I got something real quick. This is Sirach 29:14. An honest man is surety for his neighbor, but he that is impudent will forsake him. Forget not the friendship of thy surety. So don't forget Yahushua. For he have given his life for thee. A sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety. A sinner is going to overthrow their own damn friendship. And he that is of an unthankful mind will leave him in danger that deliver him. And that's what 2/3 did. They left Yahushua in danger. You know, they turned on him. When he came down here to give his life for us. He said he came into his own, but his own received him not.
And they rather received the world, and they received the world and rejected Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And he was the light of the world. He was a light unto our path. But see, 2/3 of our people are like bulls straying alone. And that's going to lead them all the way to their destruction, man. Because what? They wanted to become friends of the world, not friends of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? Matter of fact, let's get into what it takes to be a friend of Yahweh. Let's get back to the Psalms 51. All right, so there's certain things that you need to be equipped with in order to be a friend of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, and then you become an example of what friendship really and truly means. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 51, verse 6. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts.
And real quick, how can you become an enemy? What's the main reason that Esau is our enemy? Right? Is it because of what he did to us in slavery? No. Is it because of what he did to us in Babylon? No. It's because if you want to show true hatred to somebody and make somebody your enemy, what you do? Lie to them. When you lie to somebody, that shows true hatred. That's why the Lord is exposing his friends to the truth. That's how you know your friends to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through the truth. That's how you separate friendship of the world and friendship in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because it's done in truth. Go ahead.
It says, behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part, thou shalt make me to know wisdom.
Right. So the Lord is going to bestow wisdom unto his friends. Go ahead.
Verse 7, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be and I shall be whiter than snow.
Right. So the Lord is going to cleanse us, wash us, right, through the words that he's going to speak unto us. Somebody get John 15:1 real quick. Hold that spot. It's 15:1 all the way to 3.
It's the book of John, chapter 15:1, and it says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
Right. We want to be part of that vine. We want to be connected to that tree. Go ahead.
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
Right. And that fruit is being brought forth through the truth. Go ahead.
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
So the Lord desired wisdom in the inward part. So the words that was speaking unto us by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in sincerity and truth, that's gonna be our that's gonna signify the friendship. Go ahead.
Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit for itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
Right. So we all be connected together through the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And that's how we're going to be shown as friends, because of what the words that he puts in our inward part, which is the wisdom, the truth. If you want to unfriend somebody, all you got to do is lie to them. That shows pure hatred. Go ahead.
You got that wisdom, so
We're gonna get that.
And it says, verse 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing.
We can't do nothing without our friend, man. And he had to make us friends in order for us to be able to do anything. For us to go out on this mission, right? He gave us everything we need. He ain't sending us out on no dummy mission. He's gonna be right there with us. Why? Because he's gonna put the words in our inward parts, so us have true understanding of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding what needs to be spoken out here in the highways and byways. All right, go back to the Psalms 51.
This is Psalms chapter 51. Verse 8, it says, make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice.
Right, so those bones, you got a valley of dry bones according to Ezekiel 37. Some of those dry bones are not going to be friends of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, but all those bones are going to be built up and stand up a great exceeding army, but he's only going to put the breath into his friends. Go ahead.
Verse 9, hide thy face from my sins and blot out all mine iniquities.
All right, so the Lord, he's going to forgive his friends for all the iniquity that they did when they were part of the world, because he's separating them from the world to become his friends. Because you can't be a part of the world and be friends of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Keep going.
Verse 10, create in me a clean heart.
Right, a clean heart, a new mindset, not a mindset of this world. A mindset that's the same mindset of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Somebody get John 17:9 real quick. I think it's 9.
This is John 17:9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world,
Right, he prayed for his friends, not for the world. Keep going.
but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them.
Right, so he's glorified in his friends. So why we're giving glory and homage to Yahweh Bashim Shai, our true friend that laid down his life for us in order for us to be able to have that friendship. Keep going.
And it says, and now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee. Holy Father, keep through thy own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are one.
Boom, connected. They are one as they are one. Right? So we become one with Yahweh Bashim Shai. And so we're able to come out here in sincerity and truth and prophesy. Right? Just like how he did when he was on the scene, carrying on his work. Got something, Zaquan?
Matthew 12:50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother, sister, and mother.
Boom. Those are his friends. Those are the ones he's connected to.
Yeah, the word brother means friend.
Come on. So it's not even no blood relation that really. Bloodline matters, but you know what I'm saying, like how they say blood is thicker than water and all this kind of stuff. But that true friendship comes from the spirit that was placed upon from the Father to the Son unto the elect, man. So we're all connected. We're all as one under Yahweh Bashim Shai. There's no Holy Trinity or no shit like that. We are all in like mind. We become one, part of that true, part of the true vine, which is Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, Zaquan.
1 Thessalonians 5:26. Greet all the brethren with an holy kiss.
Right, and that's what we do whenever we greet each other. Yahweh Bashim Shai Barakatah. That's a holy kiss. I mean, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless you.
Right.
That's
it's separate.
done.
It's separate from the way you would walk up to your family.
Uh-huh.
I love you.
Yeah,
But the way you walk up to your brother is more of a blessing. You're blessing each other. It's a holy kiss.
right.
It's a holy greeting.
Done. You can't never get enough blessings in this world, man. So that's why it's important to greet your brothers like that, because these are your true friends. Like the rest of the world, like, I mean, you have friends that are in the world, but when it comes down to it, if it's you or them, when the shit hits the fan, hey, listen, it's gonna be them. They gonna they gonna turn that friendship loose. But your true brothers, y'all gonna hold on to that friendship all the way to the end of the chariots together. And we always hope to be around each other when that time comes. Some of us might be alone, and we might not see each other again till the chariots. But some of us might be locked in together, and we're the only two that are going to be seeing each other until we get to the chariots with everybody else. Regardless of how it's going to go, hold on to that friendship, and that friendship is done in sincerity and truth. All right, we're going to be able to detect the doctrine and the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai. We're going to be able to detect who our real friends are. We don't have to be skeptical about, oh, is he going to do this, is he going to do that? Because guess what? If he's a true friend and he's following the order of Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's going to direct his friendship aright. That's what the scriptures say, all right? But he's gonna go through a certain process to be able to become a friend, because we have to become a friend to Yahweh Bashim Shai first, but before we become friends to each other. All right, let's get back to that. Oh, go ahead.
Sirach 12:8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
So a friend cannot be, when you're doing good, everybody act like they're your friend, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be tested.
So the friendship is going to be tested. So and it said an enemy cannot be known in what?
An enemy cannot be known in adversity.
An enemy cannot.
An enemy will be known in adversity.
Right. So when you're in that adverse situation, if a motherfucker, if an individual is a true friend, you're gonna know it. Go ahead.
Sirach 6:7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Man, you gotta prove.
And be not hasty to credit him. That's what Yahweh is doing with us.
Right. So we just like, how's he proving us through? Wisdom.
Hey, in the MOTB.
Right. The Revelation 13:16. All right. What it say? Wisdom deal with you in quicker ways at the first to make sure that you're worthy. So that's how Yahweh Bashim Shai dealing with us.
Yeah, and the wisdom, man. You're on point.
Huh.
Yeah, you're on point.
All right. Somebody can find that real quick. I think so. Right, like 3 or something like that. Oh, man. Anybody got some precepts? Huh? All right, go ahead.
Wow, the enemy cannot be hid in adversity. So when Yahweh was on the cross, what they say, let his sins fall upon us. So that was to expose them for these times today.
He still got the same mindset. That same mindset. So you wasn't friends back then, you ain't gonna be friends today, buddy. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 37, verse 1. It says, every friend saith, I am his friend also. But there is a friend which is only a friend in name. So you got a lot of people that say they're friends of the Lord. They even say they're your friend. But guess what? It gets down to a point. But there is a friend that is only a friend in name. They what I say, face value friend. Like they in your face, in front of everybody, they're your friend. But when they're not around you or not in your face, they are a stark raving enemy. They ready to jab you. God.
Sirach 6 and 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of trouble.
So some men is their friend for their own occasion, meaning they're a friend to benefit. They're a friend because they can see that or get something from you. But when it comes down to hard times, you know, the Lord may bring you down a couple of notches just to test you. Guess what? What happened to them? They turn into Houdini.
Man, I saw a post on Facebook where it says, I value the friends that protect my name when I'm not in the room, right? So that's what we're doing for Yahweh Shai. We're protecting his name because he went and sat on the right-hand side of the Father. And we're protecting, he's the living word, so we're protecting, we're keeping, we're guarding the word in sincerity and truth, right? Those are his true friends, the ones that are going to protect his name all the way to the end. Stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead, Zaquan, I see you.
Verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table, like you were saying in the car, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. But in thy prosperity he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low.
Well, listen. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. Like you have individuals that try to be overprotective of certain individuals in camps, right? Oh, you move out the way. I got this. Showing themselves, trying to prove everybody else that they're real friend. I've seen it firsthand. Those individuals are not even here anymore. You know, overexerting themselves, trying to show everybody else that they're friends. When their first times come, they're gonna show their true character, their true nature, man. Go ahead.
Right. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thee. Thy face, that's like the wicked scribes and Pharisees back with Yahushua. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that have found such an one have found a treasure.
A treasure. That treasure.
Yeah, in heaven.
That's it. That's our only true friend. Our only true friend is Yahweh Shai and those that have that same mindset as Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Ooh, to find him is to find the treasure.
Right. And we have found it. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. I'm gonna claim it all the way to the end. All right, I'm gonna claim it until I get hit with a missile. I'm y'all friends. Bottom line. Yeah, bring that out real quick.
This is Sirach chapter 4. Straight to the point. All right, this is Sirach chapter 4, verse 17.
This is how Yahweh Shai is going to direct our friendship. Go ahead.
It says, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways.
Right. What is it that's talking about wisdom? And the scripture says, I desire truth and wisdom in thy inward parts. So this is how the Lord's going to direct our friendship. Go ahead.
For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him.
What? Fear what? Fear of the Lord. Right? Go ahead.
And torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her loads.
What? Putting you through the furnace of adversity, the water of affliction till you brought low, man. That's what's showing a true friendship, man. And then what is the Lord going to do after that? Build you up according to his ways, according to how he wants to direct the friendship. And that friendship is going to be directed of right, so you can be that strong, faithful defense. Go ahead.
Verse 18, then will she turn the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets.
Comfort ye one another with these words. Now those secrets are the secrets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's only going to be given unto his elect, his true friends. Go ahead.
Verse 19, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his ruin.
What did Paul say? Look, I'll turn them over to Satan.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. Because you know what? They no longer were friends of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're never friends were in the beginning, but it's going to be exposed eventually. So you can only play that role to a certain point, and then the Lord's going to expose everything, your true intentions. That's going to be exposed through the word. All right, pause right there. You have one, Ariel?
Yeah, y'all was talking about the wisdom and the Lord, how the Lord pours out his wisdom on his elect. Right? This is Proverbs 23. It says, turn you at my, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So the only ones that's going to know his words, right? The only ones that the Lord is speaking to is his elect, man. And if you're not blessed in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with that Holy Spirit, man, you're not part of his friends, man.
So you can't get in.
Go ahead. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, and verse 17, and it says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
There you go. It's sharpening our countenance, man.
For real. Go ahead, speak on.
And this world won't sharpen your countenance. They'll darken it.
Yeah.
You know, because wisdom causes for man's face to shine. So the Lord blessed us with that wisdom so we can shine and be sharpened. And get that clarity, you know?
That's beautiful. That's true. It's good to know that you can have, because this world will make you feel like you're alone. But you know, it's good to be alone in this world, because guess what? If you're alone in this world, that means you have a bunch of true friends in the heavens.
Yeah. What thing used to say with the swords?
Yeah.
That's the mind. Your mind is a sword. So iron sharpen iron. The Lord sharpening our minds so we can be his swords.
To protect his word, man. To protect his name until he returns. Precept?
I got
Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that he put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
That's why the wisdom has to deal with your crooked ways at first, because they got to get rid of that old man. Carve that old thought process out of you and put a new thought process, a new thing, a new way of life before you become a new creature. That's what it meant to be born again in Yahweh Shai and become dead to the world. Go ahead.
Verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Trying, you want to speak on this?
And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put on the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We've been called out of this world. So we shouldn't be dealing with anything having to do with darkness. Because the Lord going to come back, cut the light on. You going to find out he was down the street and you around the corner playing with devils and whatnot. You going to catch that judgment. And that's where that wisdom comes in. The Lord gave us eyes to see, ears to hear. We got to use it. He gave us directions to find him, to find the kingdom, the right path to walk. And all we have to do is be obedient, not bucking against the leash.
Right. We gotta look. Don't look through our lenses. Look through Yahweh Shai's lenses, man. That's how we're gonna see correctly. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 14. For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of Yahweh, being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
All right, we're going to pause that right there, because I was going to run through the whole chapter.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's cool. We're going to go through 6 and 7. Yeah, we're probably going to go through the whole 7. Let's go through Psalms 51 first, and then when we get finished with Psalms 51, we're going to jump right into Sirach 6, and then Wisdom of Solomon 7.
51 at the top.
Where our car left off at. I think it was a 9. Okay, go ahead.
10. All right, this is Psalms chapter 51, verse 10.
All right, so this is a precursor. This is King David talking about, really it's going into how we can become friends to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's him talking about having the Lord cut him off from the world and bringing him near to him. You know what I'm saying? Near to Yahweh through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. And that's the same thing that he does to us. All right, go ahead.
All right, Psalms 51 and 10. Create in me a clean heart.
Boom. Just what we just read, man. We got to have a new mindset, become a new creature in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Go ahead.
O Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and renew a right spirit within me. Hey, Con, man, too. Just going back to the point that Akim was speaking on too as well, man. Hey, wisdom walk with you by crooked ways. All right, see if you worthy, see if you want to change within yourself, see if you want to do better for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and also for yourself too as well, man. All right, and also it says in the book of Jeremiah, all right, even you shall discontinue from your ways. All right, so we've been on both sides of the gun, man. We done felt and dealt the pain, so we know what it's like to be a part of not knowing who the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is and being introduced to the truth. All right, so now we know better, man. So, hey, therefore, that wisdom, all right, the wisdom of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is going to see whether, hey, shit, how you want to take. You want to go this way, you want to go that way with it, man. You want to stand for the Lord, or you want to lay down for Esau, man. So, therefore, hey, if the Lord is not here right now, all right, so guess what? We have to be his mouthpiece, man. So, therefore, hey, that's why, hey, he's going to come back and separate the sheep from the goat within that time, man. All right, hey, the ones that are speaking for him, all right, those are the sheep. Those are going to be on his right side, man. Yahweh Rathazah, we're part of that number. The goat, they're going to be on the left, man. Why? Because those are the ones that are going contrary against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh.
And those are his enemies.
Hey, Con.
Those are his enemies, bottom line.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 32 and 41. No, 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword.
Boy, listen, that's judgment, man.
Yep.
That's judgment. That's the missiles coming down. So you better become a friend instead of an enemy. Go ahead.
Mine hand shall take hold on judgment. I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me.
And you're going to find out a lot of people that say they love the Lord really hate him. They really hate him because they don't even know who the Lord is to love him.
Hey, Con. And how could you consider yourself as a friend if you don't even know your friend name, man? How can you stand up for that friend, man? You can't protect him. Shit, what his name is? How that's your friend? You don't know nothing about him, you know?
Don't know nothing about the Lord talking about that's your friend.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 8. These people draw nigh to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
They don't have the mindset to even know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah to become his friend. I love the Lord. No, you don't. You love yourself. You love the version of God that you created within your mind. That's self-love. You created an image of the Lord so you can live your lifestyle according to the way you want to live it. That's Romans chapter 1 right there. Somebody get Romans 1 and 26 real quick. I think it's 1 and 26.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause gave them up.
Oh, it might be a little bit higher. Change the glory of
22.
23. Yeah.
23.
Yeah, come on.
All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 23.
Right, because you got all these people talking about they're blessed and highly favored and sanctified because they get benefits on this earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some things like that are going to happen, but that doesn't mean that you're close to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You don't even know the Lord to be close to him.
Hey, he say all these people have received benefits and have not known me. Hey, Con.
They don't know the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Maybe start at verse 22.
Yeah, come on.
All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 1, and verse 22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible men.
So that's what they love. That image that they created in their mind made unto corruptible men. They don't love the Most High because what does he desire? He desires truth in the inward parts. So you have to understand truth in order to love him, in order to worship him, man. Somebody get John 4. Hold that real quick. We're going to get back to it. Hold that real quick. John 4 and 20. Oh, get that. Yeah, John 4 and 22.
Until I get it, it's all good.
This is John chapter 4,
He got it.
verse 22. It says, ye worship, ye know not what.
Right, they don't know what they worshiping. They don't even realize they worshiping themselves. Just like he told the woman, the Samaritan woman at the well, you don't even know what you worshiping, man. Talking about you love God, your fathers worshiping these mountains. Man, your fathers was heathens. Go ahead.
We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
And the elect of the Jews is that. Not all Israel is going to be saved. 2/3 of our people are going to perish because they became enemies. What it say? Even as of late, my people have risen up as an enemy. Go ahead.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him.
The Father seeketh such to worship him in spirit and in truth. So you have to understand and know the truth in order to worship Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All right, Mazan.
All right, this is back in the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 23. And changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man.
Right, so they're worshiping lies. What does it say? Our father have inherited lies? That's these other nations and 2/3 of our people that are going to follow behind their father, the devil. Go ahead.
And to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things.
All right, zodiac signs and all this other kind of stuff. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the children of Israel. The Most High Yahweh, the Father's name, chosen people. All right, and we get deliverance through His only begotten Son, Yahweh, the one they ignorantly call Jesus. Go ahead.
Wherefore, Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness.
So the Lord, like Paul said, we're gonna turn them over to Satan. We're gonna let the Satan deal with them. All right, go ahead.
Through the lust of their own hearts.
Right, because they don't want to change, they don't want to repent. So they feel like they can form their own way of worship and saying that they worship the Most High. Hold that. Somebody get Romans 10:1.
Romans chapter 10, verse 1.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1:16. It says, but ungodly, talking about death. All right. But ungodly men with their works and words called it to them. For when they thought to have it their friend, they consumed to naught and made a covenant with it, with those idols. But because they are worthy to take part with it.
They're worthy to take part with the punishment that comes to the idols. Right? What does it say? It says, oh man. Zaquan, you'll speak on it real quick.
Yep. Let's speak on it right here. Micah 2:8. Even of late, my people are risen up as an enemy, man. So what? Enmity, friendship with the world is enmity with the Most High, man. So once they begin to go after these idols, they basically turn away from the Father. So that's why the Lord broke that first covenant with it. He said, yo, I'm not married to y'all no more. I'm going to marry you to my son. You know, he made a new agreement with us with his son, man. All right, so to go to this world is to go to darkness and pull away from light. That's a simple separation. You know, you probably can have somebody else find it though, real quick.
Yeah, it's in my other. Don't worry, we'll get to it. Let's keep it moving. Let's get back to where was that? You finished with that. Go back to that when you was holding that right there, and then we go back to
if
this.
you walk out of the light, you basically in the darkness.
Con.
You walk away from the Most High, you're in death.
Right, because the point I wanted to make is there's a scripture in Wisdom of Solomon that says idol worship was the first beginning of separation between man and the Most High, right? Yeah. So basically, he's saying that those things are going to be punished. Those idols and the ones that created them and the ones that worship them are going to get all the same judgment, because that's the first defilement of man is spiritual fornication. That's what brings forth disobedience. It all goes back to idol worship. All right, you don't like the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. What do? What do? They create their own form of righteousness, man. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 14:12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Right, the corruption of life was the invention of the idol. Because why? You didn't want to go by what the Lord said, so you created your own way. Somebody get on with Romans 10.
Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Right. Right. All of Israel can't be saved, though. We understand that. So the only thing we're doing, I gotta go get my friends. Like I'm like Forrest Gump. I gotta go find Bubba. Right. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing in the world. We're in a hot war zone. And we're running through trying to find 144 Bubbas. 144,000 Bubbas. And everybody and the remnant that's supposed to believe in our walks and what we're doing. Those are our two friends. Go ahead.
Romans 10:2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, not according to knowledge.
But you know, Israel know how to worship something, but are they going to do it right? 2/3 of our people ain't going to be able to catch on. Because why? Because as of late, his people have risen up as an enemy. Go ahead.
Verse 3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
So why did they do? They turned themselves over to idols, and the Lord said, "I'm gonna let you stay over there."
Hey, Khan, hey, because they know they can't change the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He changed not the same today, yesterday, and tomorrow, man. So therefore, if the Lord can't change, they have to change a God that's going to change how they want it to change. They know they can't change themselves, so they rather change the surroundings around them, man.
They want to worship carnally. They don't want to worship spiritually. Like to worship carnally, like you would think the Lord don't love us because of that, because He allowed Esau to do this. He allowed these individuals to do that. So you would think, but understanding the Lord, you would think you would know that is a righteous thing because of our transgression.
That would be putting away childish things. Because as a child, when your parents give you a whooping, you hate them, you mad at them, fuck them. But when you become an adult, you're like, oh, my mama did that because I was going off.
I got my behind.
Right. God. Right.
Because guess what? As children, we don't know. Right. So now, as newborn babes, we don't know. Right. So now we desire the sincere milk, so we can get a true understanding on why these individuals are in the power using these individuals, and why we had to go through that right there, and why these individuals right here on this sign right here, right, the beast is going to bring forth these things right here to come, and the ultimate thing that's going to happen is the Revelation 13 and 16, and the Lord is going to keep His friends away from this right here. This is what we're trying to escape from. And He's only going to allow His friends to escape, but His enemy is not going to take heed to this, and is going to fall a victim to that. All right? All of the Lord's enemies are going to fall a victim to this, and they're going to be crushed by this, and ultimately I wish we ain't got the missile sign. All right? And ultimately they're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear warfare, man. America's going to be destroyed. Ain't nothing coming out here but the true men of the Lord, true men and women and children that worship Yahweh, the friends of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
Hey,
That's it.
The enemies of the Lord, they down here doing the double cross while the Lord Himself is doing the triple cross. He want children of them.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
Right, they're going to perish because they receive not the love of the truth, because like the Lord don't like them. Bottom line. I mean, if you've been given this truth, man, it's counted the most wonderful gift that you can have on earth, man. That's the only tangible thing, because everything else is make believe. This ain't real. We playing Monopoly. We're really playing. No, we're playing Sims.
Yeah, right.
We're playing Sims right now, man. Remember that show Big Brother? All that is compiled into one, and guess who's at the helm of it? Esau. But guess who got at the helm of that helm? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Esau don't even know he's been stirred in the direction that he's going. Go ahead.
They receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
They have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. Why? Because they're going off of feelings and emotions. They're going off of carnality. That's why they have pleasure in unrighteousness, because unrighteousness feels good to the flesh. All right? But you want to conflict the flesh? Be righteous. But the flesh gonna be madder than the motherfucker, bro. When you try your best to be righteous, that's why Paul was going through in Romans 6, 7, and 8, man. That's why Romans 7 that said, "Oh wretched man that I am." He said, "It's not I that do this, but sin that dwelleth within me." It's not us that we don't want to do this shit, especially having the acknowledgement of what can come behind sin. I don't want to have no parts of it, but you still find yourself in sin sometimes. But guess what? All that the law couldn't do, Yahweh Shai came to fulfill. So Yahweh Shai gives us a way out from this lustful hurts of sin. All right?
One hell of a friend, man.
All right, one hell of a friend.
I was just going to add on what you were just saying. That shows friendship is there, but the 2/3 of our people are not going to receive